Welcome back, everybody. Let's talk music now, shall we? Makhosi is the musical prodigy who had a passion for music ignited at a young age. Makhosi's talent was nurtured by his primary school teacher, Mrs. Phakathi, who recognized his potential and provided guidance. He went on to record more music with the group until 2014, where he decided to be a solo artist. And since then, Makhosi has been on a journey to stardom, developing his craft as a musician, vocalist and producer. And he joins us now in studio for more. Jomane, a very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Morning, my good sir. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Good to have you on the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about how your musical journey started. I mean, with the passion for music ignited at a very young age, what really sparked your interest in music?
Just like you said, it's my teacher, Mrs. Phakathi, because I was always the shy kid who was always at the back on the school choir. So she just, took me to the front. She just said, you know what, you have potential to be just that person who stands alone there. Yeah. So that's just how it started. So
did you have it in you that you were a musician back then before she discovered you?
Well, it was a thing of I'm able to do music, but I did not think that I would, take this as my full-time career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did her guidance shape your musical journey? I mean, what kind of support did she give you in terms of just putting you out in the forefront?
You know what? She made me believe that on my own I can stand. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When no one was looking, eh?
Exactly.
And as a musician, a vocalist, producer, you wear so many hats. So what drives your creativity? What inspires your work?
My life. Just my life on its own. Because as a person who's a bit of an extrovert and also an introvert, I use music to confide, actually. Because I'm not that person who can actually run to people and tell them what's going on in my life. So I use music to talk. Yeah.
I've heard so many people say what you just said, that they are an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. How does that work? What do you mean by that?
I am an introvert because I can't run to people and tell them what's happening, but I'm an extrovert because I put my stuff out through music.
Okay, okay. And how has that been for you? How has that journey been for you, putting your music out there?
Trust me, it's a beautiful journey, my brother. It's a beautiful one.
And I would imagine that your music carries a certain message, right?
Of course, of course.
The same message that makes you an extrovert to be, giving out your message to the masses. Well, what kind of message do you preach through your music?
Most of it all, it's love. Most of it all, it's love. Yes, of course, there's a bit of life here and there, just to remind people that whatever they are going through in life, they are not alone. But I preach a lot of love.
Yeah. What about it? What about love?
No, I just stay reminding people who they must, stay batandana because, in the world we live in, Jangamanje, social media and everything, it just teaches us, we must be apart from each other. Social media is you are fine alone. So hence why we are always preaching love, teaching people that it's good to be together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what have been some of the most significant milestones or highlights of your musical career since you started?
Being signed under Umuti OTT, which is a record label owned by Black Diamond.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
And what lessons have you learned moving forward?
Oof, a lot, but the most important one is just patience. Patience.
And I suppose you exercised that trait, patience, before you got into the music industry, because so many artists have been complaining that it's so difficult getting into the music industry, it's so difficult cracking a deal. And I suppose you were patient in that front, right?
I was very patient, my brother. I've been doing this 10 years plus, and I'm not gonna lie, Black Diamond took me when I was about to give up. I was a security guard, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so they discovered me. I was in a 9 to 6 world. I was thinking, it's done with this music thing. And then they said, you know what, Poison, come, let's give you a shot.
But then how did they discover you?
Through social media. It was TikTok.
Oh, so you shared your videos on social media?
Yeah.
Right.
I shared it there, and then Undu Browns, he's the one who discovered me and then took me to the whole team. And then the whole team, they accepted me in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you waved goodbye to your job?
Of course, my brother. Of course, my brother. It's not nice sitting by the gate there all day long.
I would imagine. I would imagine. And having worked with groups and as a solo artist, so what do you enjoy the most about collaborating with other artists versus working independently?
I think working with a group is very nice because now other people get to show you a different perspective. Also, because, you know, they can see something that you can't see.
Okay. Yes.
You understand? So it's actually nice because they show you something about yourself that you can't see.
Ah,
yeah.
Got you.
Whereas also on the other side, I enjoy working alone because I'm a bit of an extrovert. So working in a quiet space, I'm alone, a studio, it's also nice because there's no disturbance, it's quiet.
You're able to gather your thoughts together quite
brain.
effectively. Yeah. All right, so how do your fans connect with you then?
I'm on Instagram, it's Makhosi, RSA. TikTok, Nakona Makhosi, RSA. TikTok, it's Makhosi_RSA. Facebook, it's Makhosi, RSA also.
All right, keep on keeping on, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, people.
All the best.
Thank you.
Great stuff. That was Makhosi talking to us about his musical journey while he continues to encourage youngsters.